Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be I'm going to be sharing my favorite baby products that I thought were so helpful and just I wouldn't have wanted to be without throughout the first month of this little girl's life. So just kind of, yeah, the baby products that I recommend and that I'm glad that we had and discovered. And yeah, if you don't know, this is Josephine, or JoJo we call her. And she is almost 6 weeks, and my husband and I did film her birth story, so I will have that link below if you want to check it out. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into the favorites. Most of the stuff I have to share with you is in front of me, so I'll be able to like show it to you. Some of the other stuff is like larger items that I couldn't bring down to this room, so I will just talk about them and insert pictures if necessary. So the first thing that is an essential item is pretty like obvious, but it's all in the details, and that is a chair for the nursery, a rocker, a glider, whatever you know are gonna have in there. It's just so important to find one that's comfortable and that suits you, that fits you and whoever else is going to be, in there with your baby, your significant other, whoever else is, whatever. My husband is that person. So I found that all the really cute like rocker gliders around town were, the back of them like would come up to here on me. And it's like, where are you going to rest your head? There's nowhere to rest your head. They seem so uncomfortable, and just we couldn't find a chair. I'm like, we're not going to have a chair for the nursery because we couldn't find one. So what we ended up doing is we went to the furniture store and we just got a regular recliner. It is a rocking recliner, but we don't use the actual like recliner part where the feet part come up. We use a separate ottoman at this point. And then we just picked out a fabric that we liked and went that way, and it's comfortable and it has a tall back. It was just really hard. I don't know if it's just where I live, but it was really hard to find, a rocker glider or whatever that was not like super short and just like uncomfortable. Like it was ridiculous. Like Bye Bye Baby, Target. The only ones with the tall back are those really old school like wooden ones, and I did not want to. Who wants to sit on wood in the middle of the night when you're super tired feeding a baby? No, just make sure it's comfortable and accommodating to you and whoever else is going to be feeding or in the chair, basically using the chair. So instead of a bassinet, we just got a pack and play, and we got the kind that has kind of like it's like a bassinet feature on it, where it basically just has a layer that is higher up, so you're not putting your baby all the way down like on the ground. Basically, it also has like a changing station in there and a seat. Basically, I'll put a picture here, but we just use that as her bassinet. We have it in our bedroom. That's where she sleeps for now. So I don't know, a bassinet, I think it's a waste of money because you're not going to be using it for so long. But a pack and play, you're using it right away as a bassinet, and you also can use it later as an actual like pack and play. The next product that I think is an absolute must-have, we technically didn't get or use with her until she was maybe 4.5 weeks, but I wish I would have had it sooner, and I recommend getting it right away, is the Rock and Play. And I'll put a picture up here. Tons of different like styles, colors, or whatever. I actually have two. I have one for upstairs and one for downstairs. It's kind of just a little bit of an incline, you'll see in the picture, but it vibrates. So I don't know, I think it simulates them just being held, and when you swaddle them up and put them in there with that vibration, it's a miracle worker. I know a lot of my friends, their babies actually sleep in there. We just have them for like maybe nap time, out in the living room, and they're really lightweight and really portable, so I highly recommend a Rock and Play. Let's go ahead now and talk about food and feeding and everything that goes along with that. So if your baby uses formula, whether it is in conjunction with breastfeeding as supplement or that's all your baby has, our lactation consultant recommended the Kirkland formula, which is the Costco brand. It is less than half the price of the name brand formula. I could not get over the fact that the name brand is twice as much. It's ridiculous. So if you have a Costco membership, I highly recommend the Kirkland stuff. The lactation expert did say that it's the same exact stuff. It's just the name brand that's different. So there's that. And then sticking with feeding, obviously if you're having formula, you're going to need something to put it in. So bottles. I was extremely overwhelmed when we registered for our baby shower. I was overwhelmed in general, but especially when it came to bottles. I'm a first-time mom if you didn't know. So I'm just like, holy crap, there's so many, there's way too many to choose from. So we didn't actually register or buy bottles until after she was born. And we ended up going with these. These are the Dr. Brown's, is that how you say it? Dr. Brown's Natural Flow. So they have this little thing in here. Honestly, I don't know if it's a gimmick or whatever, but basically it's supposed to help with gas and like not, I honestly don't really know. It's supposed to do something good, right? So anyway, but we got these because of the nipple. These are like the only ones in the entire store that we found that has a nipple that looks kind of like that, which is the nipple that she, similar to the nipple that she had in the hospital for those little 2-ounce pre-made formula bottles. I call them shooters. And so we didn't know if she'd be picky or whatever, so we just, you know, got the nipples that were similar and just kind of random, but it ended up working out. We really like these bottles. So we have some of both sizes, the 4 ounces and the 8 ounces. I highly recommend just stocking up on a crap ton of bottles because we do bottles. We wash bottles. Either me or my husband wash bottles at least once a day, and we have a lot. Like, I don't know, I think we have like maybe 15 or 20 bottles, which I think is a lot. It's expensive anyway to buy all those bottles, and we still like are scrambling at night like to wash bottles at the last minute before bed to make sure we have enough bottles for throughout the night and through the next day. So I highly recommend just stocking up. And at first we bought some of the little 4-ounce ones because they're adorable, and she was, you know, a newborn and tiny. And then I realized, well, she's gonna need, you know, at one point she's gonna need more formula than 4 ounces, so we ended up just buying a lot more of the 8 ounces. So if it's not like too big and bulky to feed a little tiny newborn, like skip the little ones and get the big ones because you'll use them longer and get a whole bunch. Unless you want to be washing bottles like throughout the day, multiple times a day, but who's got time for that? So now let's talk about feeding accessories, I guess you would say. Bibs. Bibs are so important because I'd rather change a bib and have a dirty bib than a dirty outfit and have to change her whole outfit because the milk dribbled down, you know, dribbled down her neck or whatever, as it does. Not any bib, not all bibs are created equal. I like the kind that has this little padded, it's like a little padding around the neck so it absorbs it, and these are amazing. There's a couple different kinds that I took the liberty of ordering and testing out just to see which brand was my favorite. So this is like, I think it's called Tommy Tippy, and they come in different sizes or excuse me, not sizes. I don't think they come in different sizes, different colors and designs and whatever. So Tommy Tippy, I think this one is called the Frenchie Mini Couture. So a little bit different shape, and I think this one's, it's advertised as being like waterproof in there. And then the other one is this brand, which one are you? This is the Frenchie Mini Couture. Okay, so apparently I'm getting these all mixed up. This is the Frenchie Mini Couture, in case you're wondering. So it is a little bit smaller. This is called the Hamco, so the shape. And then if you're curious about the shape and size, the Tommy Tippy. So I thought the neck holes look really small, but I feel like she has a really big chubby neck and they still fit. I'm not sure. I think she's waking up. I'm not sure how long these will work for her, but I have probably around 15 of these because they're just essential because you don't want to be changing outfits every time you feed. And I don't know if all babies do it, but she just dribbles so much like down her neck, you know, and on her neckline. And yes, so the extra absorbent little neck catcher, whatever thing, you guys know what I'm saying. And of course, after you feed a baby, you're gonna need to finish up with burping that baby. So don't waste your money on the cute little burp cloths from Carter's or, you know, wherever. Just get yourself a couple 5-packs, or in my case I bought 4 or 5 packs, so I have 20 cloth diapers for burp rags. They are a little bit bigger, probably a lot bigger than a regular, you know, burp cloth, well, depending on what kind of burp cloth. They're thicker, they're just more absorbent. We were going through so many regular burp cloths. If you're familiar with the Carter's one, they're just thin and it's just stupid. Like, you just go through so many. So highly recommend just getting yourself some cloth diapers to use as burp cloths. They're probably around $2 a diaper if you break it down. And I read a lot of reviews and did a lot of research. The ones that I got and that I loved and that I can recommend are by Gerber. And I ordered them online from Target. I'm sure there's other ones, but I will link, well, I'll link everything down below, but I'll link the exact ones that I purchased. So yeah, so you don't have to do the research, I do it for you. Okay, so I've heard so many people talk about these water wipes. These are basically baby wipes, and they're supposed to be chemical free, 99.9% water and 0.1% fruit extract. They are very, like, this pack is empty now, but it was very heavy and very saturated. And I do like these. Like, I don't think they're easier to clean a diaper with, or clean her after when she needs to be cleaned, than, like, let's say a Huggies wipe, just because I feel like I don't have to push as hard because I know it's so wet, and it's a little easier. But I guess I haven't broken down the cost per wipe this compared to like a Huggies. But they are good, and they're good especially if you have a sensitive baby. So I like those. The packaging sucks. I cut the top off and I'll show you why, but it's just like that kind of packaging, and they're so like saturated that when you take one out, the next one doesn't kind of pop up like a tissue box or whatever. It's just really hard, and you just don't got time when you're trying to change a dirty diaper, especially when your baby's fussing and kicking all around. So the packaging sucks. So I went out, just kidding, I went on my computer and I ordered this. This is a wipes dispenser. I think it's by the brand like XOX or something. I got it from Target. It was around $20. They have different colors. It is silicone lined, so the wipes don't dry out. And then it has this weight on it, so it holds the wipes down. So you're pulling one out and it doesn't, like, the whole thing doesn't come up. Does that make sense? I think this thing is amazing. I think it's like a really fantastic investment for $20. When you pull the wet wipes or the water wipes out, like another one, the one underneath of it still doesn't like pop up, but it's just so easy. Like, it's just so easy. I definitely recommend it. Like, when you have a standard plastic tub of, let's say, Huggies wipes, and you get to the bottom and you're trying to like pull it up and the whole container is coming up, and so it's like a two-handed job when maybe you only have one hand. This, with the weight and everything, it just makes it easier. It's really, it's pretty basic, but it's pretty awesome and saves a lot of time and frustration when you're changing a diaper. So obviously, if you have a changing table, you're gonna need changing table pad cover. And this is the one that I definitely recommend. They probably have other brands out there, but this is from Target, $15. I have two, and it has two different materials. So on the outer part is this really like soft fleecy type material, but on the middle part there's this kind of like a, I don't know what it's called, but it's a wipeable, and it doesn't, wetness will not like seep through and absorb into it. You can wipe it off. So that's awesome. Whereas I have another changing cover that is all like this soft material, and if you know, if something happens on that, it seeps right through and boom, we have to go and throw that in the laundry. So I love that this is wipeable, and basically you just get more use out of it. For even more protection on the changing table, I love these. These are called they're changing pad liners. So basically it is this waterproof type material on the back, kind of the same as the center of that changing pad cover that I showed you. And then it's a soft kind of softer material on the other side. So you just put this down on top of the changing table pad, yeah. And yeah, so if there's an accident or whatever, you can just put this in the wash and you don't have to wash your cover as much. Your changing table pad cover. The pink one that I just showed you, you don't have to wash it as much. Plus these are a lot cheaper than the actual whole cover, and it's just easier to do these. Now, all brands that I've tried, which is 2, are not created equal. I definitely recommend the Boppy ones because they're just sturdier. They don't get as dingy in the wash, and let me show you the ones that I don't like. These are the Munchkin ones. So same concept, but look how flimsy these are compared to this one. It's a little bit more stiff. So you know how the changing pad, it has like a little groove in it like that? These kind of get like all balled up, or like all kind of disgruntled and folded. And so you have to constantly keep, you know, laying it flat to make it work. So these are a little bit more affordable. I think I paid maybe $7 for, maybe $10 for a 3-pack of these. And then the Boppy ones at Bye Bye Baby are, I think they're $15 for a 3-pack. You know, so a couple bucks more per pad. But I highly recommend these. They just wash up so much better. These get more dingy too in the wash. So there's that. The Snot Sucker, which sounds disgusting. But it's amazing. This is the Nose Frida, and we did not register for this, but we received it as a gift, and I was thoroughly disturbed and freaked out by it because, as you can see, you put this little thing up your baby's nose and you suck the snot out. But it turns out it's amazing. You don't even waste your time with like those little ball suckers, because they do not work compared to this. It's so awesome. So you go baby's nose, put that in the baby's nose, and you suck, and all the snot comes out. So much less time of something near baby's nose, because my baby does not like it when you suck her snot. So gets the job done faster and more effective, and you need one of these. The next item that I highly recommend, and I don't really understand how your baby will sleep very well without it, and that is a sleep sack of some sort, which is basically a product that will swaddle your baby and also act as a blanket at the same time. That's what I feel like it is. You can definitely use a regular blanket, a regular swaddle blanket, and swaddle your baby for nighttime, but I don't know, my baby would just get out of that so fast, and then you have the extra fabric around, which is really dangerous. So we love sleep sacks, and I don't know if that is a name brand. I think that's a name brand, but basically it's something that is like, it will swaddle your baby and also act as a blanket, just like I said. I'm not quite sure. This is all, you can't really, I'll just put a picture because you can't really tell what it looks like here if you're unfamiliar with it. So yeah, I probably prefer, I have another kind that I'll show you. I probably prefer the Halo. This is called the Halo Sleep Sack Swaddle. So there are ones without the swaddle part that's just like a blanket. It's like a tank top and then like a blanket. But this one actually has like the wings that come over and hold those little arms down, because, you know, babies all jerk around a lot and wake themselves up. That's why it's important to swaddle, and they feel like they're in the womb or being held or whatever. These are my favorite. And then we got these. This is the, what brand are you? These are the Swaddle Me, which I'll just put a picture of up as well, because I mean, this is what it looks like. You can't really tell what that is. But I don't like them as much because the diaper changes at night are not as easy. With this, you have to, it says that you don't have to un-Velcro it all to do a diaper change, but I feel like you do, whereas the Halo Sleep Sack one, you don't have to un-Velcro the top part, if I'm making sense. But we got these because there was a 3-pack that was, I think it was half off at Target. So $17 we paid for a pack of 3 of these. These are, the Halo are, I think they're $20 or $25. It's a lot of money, but I mean, we have a couple of these and cannot be without. Alright guys, so that is everything. Those are the products that I highly recommend and are my favorite, especially for that first month. A lot of this stuff obviously you can use after the first month of baby's life, but yeah, these are just awesome products. I have a feeling this video was super long, so congratulations if you made it to the end. I hope it was helpful, and in the comments if you have any similar favorites, if you're a mom or whatever, or if you have any different favorites, comment down below so we can all kind of check that out and, you know, play off of each other. And you guys will have to let me know. I have had some requests, but I do want to do this video every month. So this is for 1 month favorites, mom and baby favorites, and then I'll do, you know, 2-month-old mom and baby favorites, blah blah blah, snore blah, you guys get it. So yeah, we will be doing that probably, unless like a ton of people say don't do it, which I don't think that will happen. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe so you can see more of my videos, and I hope you guys are all having a great day. I'll see you later.